Getting set up here. Hello, 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 folks. All right, this week's live stream, Sunday, we are setting up the MakeBlock XTool D1 Laser. They sent me one of these things out and, well, I want to check it out. I've been looking for a decent laser system and I'm hoping that this one is going to meet my hopes, my wants, my needs. Only time will tell, but we'll find out. So they sent 2 boxes over. I don't know if there's anything different in what's, like, is there pieces in this one? Is there, the laser is clearly in this box, at least the picture of the laser is in this box over here. Let me move this camera. Laser beam. So that's in here. And what's in this box, I don't know. So I think I'm going to start with the small box. I got the snowman head printing now, everything sliced up, awesome. Yes, if you're not familiar, the latest design, just released it today, is the snowman here. It is a can cup, multi-piece design, so you can, you know, print it multicolor and snap it together. These little pieces snap into place. Scuba Steve, welcome, hello, welcome to the stream. And yeah, that's the snowman, and it has a little hat that goes on top. You can actually put the hat on top of the can. It's not really intended to do that, but you can. Tight fit on the can on this one because this print's a little meh quality, but got the little hat that goes on there. So yeah, little snowman design for the holidays. I got a handful of more holiday designs coming yet this year, available for free download on thangs.com. So thangs.com/Mantic really. All right, let's start unboxing things and just figure out what's here. I want to get this thing set up and working. Snap ring is a good idea. Thank you. You know, I didn't want to like have, I thought about this. I knew I wanted to have something to index the hat onto the cup so it didn't just sit on top of it, but I didn't want there to be a ton of support underneath the hat brim, so the snap ring just made so much sense. So, all right, let's get into this smaller box and see what's in here. I have a thought as to what it is, but they didn't tell me if they were sending me, and there's an accessory that goes with this laser, and I'm wondering if that's what's in this box. We're gonna find out. Let's find out together. All a mystery to me. It is exactly what I thought it was. This is the rotary engraving system, the rotary engraving add-on to the D1, the MakeBlock D1. The rotary engraver is basically, it would allow me to take like tumblers or, you know, your Yeti cups, put them onto it and etch onto the outside of that. So I'm really actually interested in this because the idea that I can make my own like merch, like buy some Yeti cups or something and put my logo onto them is intriguing. It's interesting, and yeah, let's get this out of here. Let's get this out of this box and kind of take a look at it real quick. A really simple operation idea here. It's basically a NEMA 17 stepper motor with a single belt driving 2 pulleys here. That's it. That's really it. There are some additional screws. I'm not sure what those are for. Oh, I guess you could screw it down to something. So, okay. And a cable for it. Really very straightforward. So, we will take a look at this a little closer in a little bit. 25% into 150% scale cookie jar. Awesome. How long is that print going to be for you? That does not sound like a short one. It also comes with, the way this design works, because it has no Z height adjustment, it comes with, it has legs that thread in. Hello, welcome to the stream. It has these legs that thread in and then stand it up so you can make height adjustments. So these ones are specific for the rotary height adjuster, or the rotary tool, so it allows this thing to get high enough for me to put like a, here, I can put a can in here. And then you can roll the object in that. We'll take a closer look at that again a little later in the stream. Maybe we'll hook it up. I won't probably use it on the stream, but we'll hook it up and we'll at least see how it functions. All right, now it's time for the actual MakeBlock D1, the laser itself. Laser beams. I should have put some sound effects into my stream setup, like Dr. Evil saying laser beams. That's not how he sounds. Doesn't matter. It's how I sound. So that's what matters. Using a knife to open the box. Yep. May damage parts inside the box. Really? Okay. Well, I just threw it away by accident anyway. So super curious to see how the rotary attachment works with pint glasses. Okay, that's an interesting thought. Had not thought of that. Oh, look at that. We got some stickers. A whole sticker pack came with this thing. Show to the stream over here. Little laser beam characters there. That kind of really fits. I'm really excited to show you folks the new designs that we have from the Mandic Really channel here. There's going to be a lot of some really fun stuff along those kind of lines. All right, inside of the box here, I've got pieces, extrusions and such. And so we need to start getting these out of here. Hello from Finland. Welcome to the stream. All right, we got zip ties, an SD card, a pad of some kind. Maybe it's a test piece. Price tag. The X1D, the D1 from XTool, to my knowledge, with the rotary attachment, retail price is $10.99. So $1,099. But it's on pre-order right now. It's not. They sent it to me ahead of release. It's on pre-order right now, and if you pre-order it, I got an opinion on the recent small printer. I'll get back to that in a second. If you pre-order it, I think it's $300 off. So it's $709, $729, something like that. So, and without the rotary attachment, this thing here that I just talked about, without the rotary attachment, I want to say it is, I'm blanking, $529. So it's about the rotary attachment's about a $200 option on the pre-order. So, all right, let's start getting this stuff out of this box. Any opinions on the little 3D printer, which is right back here? That is the Kingroon KP3S that we unpacked last week on stream and set up. I printed with it a lot this week. I am by no means ready to do a review. I will be doing a full review of that thing. So far, the print quality that I'm getting out of it, I'm really not that impressed by. It's below the standards of what I would really like to see. I have not put nearly enough tuning time into it. I've got a message or two into Kingroon asking about a few things that I would like to see improved. So hold off for a full opinion, but at the moment the print quality is subpar to my personal opinion. Let me see, actually, whoop, just drop pieces. This actually, every piece of this except for the nose, no, I'm sorry, the main body and the hat of this were printed on the KP3S. So let me get a little closer to camera with it and try and show you. I don't know if you can see it here on the stream, but it's got a lot of Z banding and a lot of like inconsistencies in the Z height, and I figured out why that is. And I've got messages into King Rune about it because I think it's something that needs to be fixed. So what is your most expensive printer? The most expensive printer I currently own is the Prusa i3 Mark III S. $700 printer, $800 printer, I forget. That's the most expensive printer. Well, if you include my Ender 5 and all the upgrades that I've made to it, it probably costs more than that with all the upgrades, because that's like a $500 printer that I've then put a couple $100 into upgrading. So, but the most expensive printer I own technically is the Prusa. All right, we got that. Oh, it's not extrusions. Is it extrusions? I can't tell. Let me get this out of the box. Oh, this is well packed in here with some really nice foam. There we go. All right. Really nicely packed in here with some really nice foam. Now I want to see some instructions to help me assemble this thing. Is there, I hope there's instructions. Go to XTool.com. Should have seen that coming. Footprint of the Ender 5 Plus. I don't know. Big. I don't have a tape measure handy. The print volume is 350 by 350. But obviously the machine is larger than that. I want to say it's about a half meter by half meter, 500 by 500. Somewhere around there. I mean, it's well. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube right now, where I am also streaming live, and you can get a better view of everything that's going on, you can see the Ender 5 Plus back here in the background. Unfortunately for you folks, wow, it's over 600 millimeter. Okay, I believe that. You know, it's probably 100 some millimeter off to each side of the bed. That makes sense. So, all right, well, I'm going to head over to support.xtool.com for the assembly instructions. I don't like that it doesn't come with a manual so much. Not going to claim to be a particular fan of that. You know, like, it's nice to be able to refer back to a paper manual, especially like if their website ever goes down for whatever reason and you can't put your machine together or reassemble your machine. Watching on YouTube, awesome, yep. Thank you, Nick, for coming in with the dimensions on the Ender 5 Plus, which I'll say it out loud, is 632 by 666. Not printing anything on in a while. What's the trend at the moment? The current trend I keep seeing is Flexi Dragons. Seems to be the thing right now. I don't really keep up with trends, as some of you may have noticed. I generally do my own thing for the most part, but the Flexi Dragons seem to be the thing at the moment. All right, let's look for assembly instructions. I'm on the support page. I'm just gonna go for the user manual, I guess. General safety, laser safety, fire safety, holy safety, so many safeties. There we go, assembly. All right. I gotta remove all these components from here. I'm gonna move this camera in a little closer so you folks can get a better view of the workbench here. Unfortunately, TikTok, you're only gonna get as good of a view as you can get. Let's go higher. Bloop. That's better. All right, let's try that. Let's try that. Have a good one. Have a good one, Jared. Nice seeing ya. Got an Ender 3 sitting in a box. Yeah, you need to put that thing together, man. All right. Gotta get the pieces out of this box. well, this foam, I mean, it's really well packed in the foam here. Don't have any problem with people using your designs for gifts, do you? No, I don't. Go ahead. I love the idea of people giving my designs to their friends, family. Go for it. You know, my big pet peeve, my big problem that I've discussed numerous times is just the people selling my designs without authorization. There is an authorized way to sell my designs now on Patreon. Check out the Patreon page and you can be authorized to resell my designs. But gifts or whatever. You do you. I have no qualms with that. Really been looking into the Ender 5 Plus. Any thoughts or opinions? I do not recommend the Ender 5 Plus to most folks. I don't. I've had a lot of. Mine was probably 11. I probably got 11 of an Ender 5 Plus, honestly, but it really just. It's given me so many problems, so much trouble over time that I just really can't recommend it to anybody. I don't know how to put it. If you want a large 3D printer or a larger format 3D printer for bigger prints, I usually recommend the CR10 these days. What are you working on today? We are working on the XTool D1 Laser cutter. They sent one over and we're going to be putting it together. So, all right, I got to pull up the instructions. Unfortunately, I have to do this on my laptop because I don't have printed instructions in front of me. I'm probably the only person bitching about not having printed instructions, but maybe I'm not. Okay, so I need these pieces that have the feet on them. That's also this one, this one, this one. And then I need, it's got a little Wi-Fi antenna on this thing. I want to take a look at the board a little bit. There's 3 stepper motor drivers on the board. I can't see them. I'm more than tempted to remove this board and give it a better once-over. Pretty tempted by that, and I might just do it. You know what? I might do that later if and when I review this thing. Right now I need to keep moving with it, I think. Have you seen the new Ender 3 model? S something it's called. No, I have not seen a new model Ender 3. I know they're coming out with a new model Ender 2, which is like the King Rune machine I've worked with before. Nick says on YouTube, I wouldn't get the Ender 5 again either. And that's unfortunate to hear that you had similar problems to me, I assume, so yeah. Okay, there's a zip tie back here I need to cut. Where are my snips? There they are. Holding up one of my phones. Cut that zip tie. All right. So, yeah, it's this carriage with the motor plate. Okay, so this is what we're putting together. Fit the 4 sides together. Looks like we're going like this. Boop. Yeah, that's feeling right. That's feeling right. I gotta clear more space on this bench. Not released yet, looks very sturdy. I have not seen that. I'll have to contact Creality and ask them, try and bug on them a little bit about that. I'll have to look into it. All right, I'm gonna put the rotary attachment aside for a minute while we get set up with this thing. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Well, actually, this thing's just larger than I thought. I think it has the laser volume, the area of it is 16 inches by 17 inches, which honestly, pretty impressive. Might get a CR6 or 10 on Black Friday, depending on the price, or just another Ender 3 Pro. Understandable. Do you know anyone from Finland? Not counting me. Nope. To my knowledge, you are the only person I know in Finland. I watch a Finnish YouTuber. That's about it. And he's really like not Finnish. He's like Canadian and Finnish. Dual citizenship. Woo! Alright. Grab my little electric screwdriver here. Look for the bit I need. 2.5. Sweden here. We got Sweden in the house. Recently got a couple rolls of BQ filament. Pretty impressed. Really good quality. Interesting. I've not used any BQ filament nor seen it in the stores, so first screw in. I need to charge this thing. I needed to charge this thing on the last stream, but here we are. Cool. Alright, those two in. I got one more side to put in here. Make sure we got a good view on the stream. Yep, y'all can see what I'm doing. Alright. And now... this piece. This hefty... These are pretty hefty. These are surprisingly hefty extrusions. Like, I didn't know what to expect with this. They reached out to me. They asked me if I wanted to check it out. I've been looking for a decent laser for a while that I could check out and try and use for some projects. So I said, yeah, sure, I want to check it out. And wow, that's a tight fit on this one. This extrusion is a tight, why is it such a tight fit? Oh, it's because of the switch. I got to fit around the power switch. That's annoying. All right, come on. Am I hitting something? Yeah, hitting the power switch. Awesome. Bending it too. All right, I need to come from the other side and really look at this thing. Yeah, it's contacting the power switch right here. Let me move the camera and show you. You can kind of see there that it's actually, I actually hit it so hard trying to push it in there that it bent the power switch up a little bit. I gotta grab a screwdriver and bend it back down. That's not a good start. Over to the toolbox we go. For a screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver. I've got a Phillips head right there. All right. Let's try that again. It's almost like it must have been slightly bent up to start with. I didn't really look that closely at it. I wonder, oh, I think I'm supposed to slide in from the side. That's the problem. I'm supposed to slide it in from the side so that it catches the power button, I think. Kind of? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, let's put that screw in. All right, cool. First couple of screws are in. Back the camera back up. Oh, check comments here. I'm missing things. I know I'm missing things. Sorry, folks. So I'm listening more than this sounds very inappropriate. You had me worried. I saw you talking about sound, and I'm like, oh, does it sound bad? Is my sound off again? Some odd reason, the last time I streamed, my audio quality was terrible. I'm using the exact same microphone system this time, and it sounds so much better. It's like, this is an expensive microphone system. Ender 3 S1, it's called multicolor display, direct drive, looks very cool, similar to the Prusa Mark III hot end it looks like. Interesting, I'll definitely have to give it a look. Creality doesn't send me printers, so I don't keep up with them enough, I guess, to say. You know, I can only spend so much of my own money on this stuff, so somebody like this, MakeBlock reaches out and sends something over, I'm going to check that out before I go spending money on something else to check out. All right, let's get back to the instructions. Tighten the screws at each joint. So it looks like, oh, okay, here we go. Now the instructions are showing me there's screws in the sides of this thing I got to put in as well. That makes sense. I saw the holes for them. I just wasn't sure if I'm supposed to put them in yet or not. I am. See our touch on it too. That makes sense. Comes with extrusion covers. Interesting. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. Maybe it's a... My only concern is you said it has a color screen on it. I wonder what screen they're using. I like the non-color basic screens on the Ender 3s. They're my favorite. Touch screens and all that, just it puts in too many things to go wrong, in my opinion, and makes firmware more difficult. So, all right, I'm just putting these in with the electric, and then I will tighten them down by hand. Okay. Sound does sound a little funny. I don't know what's up with that. Like, I tested the sound before the stream and it sounded perfectly fine. I don't know if it's the streaming setup I'm using or what. It's being very weird. Like, this is a $700 microphone system, so if it doesn't sound right, I'm a little annoyed. I've used it before with no issue, but the last 2 streams it's been a little funky. No touchscreen. Think it's the same as the V2. I don't like the V2 screen, but that's better than what I was worried it would be. So this battery on this screwdriver's about had it, but it's still quicker than screwing everything in by hand. It's a pretty. This screwdriver is pretty weak to begin with. I like it, but it's not strong. Come on. I haven't seen the power supply for this thing yet. Oh. Okay, it's just a little brick. Supposedly this is a 10-watt laser. We'll see. The last laser somebody sent me was like 1.5 watt, and it was such a joke. In fact, I never talked about it. It's in the background of the stream right now. It's over there underneath of some can cups. Apparently not only one using Octoprint because hate the stock screen lag. Yeah, like my Ender 5 Plus I control completely through Octoprint entirely. So you're not alone. Bell adjustment tensioners. So basically it looks like it's sounds like it's an upgraded version of the Ender 2 or Ender 3 V2. Interesting. I'll definitely have to check it out. Okay, I've got all those in there. I want to tighten them real quick. I wonder, now these extrusions are machined, so like there's not a lot I can do as far as squaring this thing up, and I don't think the instructions said anything about doing so. Let me double check them. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Nothing for it. Boop. And once again, anybody on TikTok who wants to get a better view of what's going on, head over to youtube.com/MandicReally to see a stream, live stream right now, putting this thing together. This is the XTool D1 Laser cutter engraver thing. Laser beams. Playing with laser beams. Wow. Tighten all these corners up. Well, this is definitely a much longer assembly than the Kingroon KP3S was last week. Okay, there's a handful of longer screws Some of them are used as belt adjusters. The longest ones are used as belt adjusters. Cool, cool, cool. Got that going. All right. It doesn't use linear rails, but it uses steel rods with steel ball bearing rollers, or roller bearings. So that's interesting. This is way nicer. Sound is a bit muffled though. All right, let me testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. You know what? Sorry for this. How about now? Sound any better now? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right, we got that in there. Screw started. This other side, the belt is free for the moment. I'm talking the YouTube stream. Sorry for TikTok. Your quality, I'm sure, sounds just fine since you're listening to the phone, whereas they are listening to the microphone that is attached to my shirt right now. You know, I want to remove the limiter. I think on the stream I've got filters put onto it. I think that's part of my problem. I think the filters are acting up. Edit filters, remove the compressor. Let's try that. Hello, hello, hey folks, Alan Mandic coming in a little too hot. Let's drop that volume just a little bit. Hey folks, Alan Mandic, the Hot Rod Hippie here, coming in with better. Sound better for a second, but not the biggest difference. Well, unfortunately that's as good as I'm going to be able to make it, I think. Alright, so, sorry for having to make those adjustments there. I'm sure that this is next. This screw is going to attach the NEMA 17 for the x-axis to the assembly here, but I got to double check. Follow the instructions. Ba-ba-ba. At no point did I see it say to put the okay, I don't put in the timing shaft until after I put the middle part in. Okay, that's better. Better, awesome. Okay, so the filter I had on there trying to improve the sound was actually making the sound worse. Good to know. Don't fuck with things, Alan. Thank you for informing me. Any word on the parking ticket? No, I filed to fight it, but they take forever with that shit now. So, no idea. Oh, this belt's kind of stuck in here. There we go. Just want to free this belt up real quick. Now we got to put this, the Y-axis rail, into place. Y-axis rail going in place now. I think. Let me double check the instructions, see which orientation it's supposed to be in. Fit the middle plate. Doesn't really say, but it looks like it's supposed to be this way. So that's what we're gonna do. Bloop. We're gonna go this way with it. Can I ask what's your reason for being vegan? Well, that's a deep philosophical question for a stream. Originally I went vegan for my health. I have a lot of family history of a lot of like heart disease and all kinds of things in my family. And okay, wait, it's supposed to be these longer screws, I think, for this axis. I don't know what that shorter screw that I have left over is for. Originally went vegan for my health with my family history of heart disease and cancer and all that shit. And then over time, I just fell into actually liking being vegan, and so I've just stuck with it. Kind of off topic, but I'm kind of interested in drone stuff just for fun. I would look at the DJI Mini. My friend Jared has the DJI Mini, and he loves it. Loves the thing. Yeah, DJI Mini is what I would look at. Wow, this one's being tight. Back to stream here. How long does the Kyle Cup take to print on your Ender 3, just out of curiosity? Plastic Jedi, welcome to the stream. Hello. I don't remember offhand. It's been a long time since I've printed a Kyle Cup, honestly. Wow, this one's being... there's some gunk in this hole. Is it packing material? It's packing foam. Wonder if that's screwing me up. It's been a while. I want to say a Kyle Cup takes me about 12 to 14 hours, if I'm remembering right. Where can you find an Ender 2 Pro? They don't make the Ender 2 anymore. They're coming out, I believe they're coming out with a new Ender 2. I don't know if it's the Pro or not. They're coming out with a new version, I believe. Wow, this screw just really doesn't want to go in here. I'm gonna have to, like, maybe chase these threads. Yeah, I think a Kyle Cup takes me about anywhere between 12 to 15 hours, depending on the quality and whatever I'm doing. Any advice on starting out building custom cars or bikes? Take some classes. Look around, find some metal shaping, just anything you can. If you're really starting fresh, find somebody to apprentice under. There are plenty of really good builders out there who will teach. There are plenty who won't and don't have any interest in it, and that's understandable. Wow, this extrusion is, this one screw is really not happy right now. This is not a printer. That's a massive printer. Nope, it's not a printer. This is the X1. I'm sorry, I keep saying X1. Saw some Ender 2s on Banggood. Not sure which model though. Cool. I know they were pre-ordering the new Ender 2. Recently, I saw a notice about that. Maybe it's those already. Yeah, this is the XTool D1 Laser. Wow, I'm gonna try another screw. This screw is just not happy in this hole, and it needs to be in there. Needs to go in. Need. I might have to break out a tap and die set, and that's not something I would think. Yep, nope, it's this hole. Another screw, same problem. Another screw, same problem. All right. I'm gonna come around and take a look at it. It's a laser cutter. This is an XTool D1 Laser cutter. Yeah, I don't see what's wrong in there. All right, well, I'm going to give you folks a little behind the scenes look while I go get a tap and die set. Here's the other side of the shop where my toolboxes are. Let's go get a tap and die set. That's not something you should need for an assembly of a tool like this. Yeah, I gotta remember where the heck my tap and die set is. I haven't pulled it out in so damn long. Not that box. Where is my tap and die set right now? I don't currently know. This is not good. Where the heck is my tap and die set? I have a full tap and die set somewhere. It might not be here right now. I'm gonna be real irritated if it... That's an expensive kit to go missing. I haven't cleaned this garage. Like, I'm still setting this garage up, so it's kind of a cluster finding things right now. All right. I don't know where it is right now. Back we go to what we're doing. I'm gonna be pretty irritated about that after the stream. Live in an apartment? Yeah, I was living in an apartment until I got to here, basically. I mean, I was in a house when I first moved to Philly, but yeah. No, this place is... Oh! It's in... I missed the third toolbox. I'm a jackass. My tap and die set's in the third toolbox. Bloop. It's in that toolbox. I looked over there. It's in this one. Dumbass. Forget an entire toolbox. There it is. Tap and die set. Fuck it. Help if I remember where I have my tools, or remember what tools I have. Okay. Now let's chase those threads out. Really dislike that I have to do this, but put the full tap and die set up here. Bloop. All right. I think it's 3mm thread. Hope I have the tap I need. No, that's too small. 4mm. 4 by 0.7 it looks like. Might be 3.5. Sorry for the camera angle, folks. Trying to get this frickin' done here. Let me give you a better perspective. Just using this tap socket real quick to clean these threads up. That's doing the job. I hate that I had to do the job, but it's doing the job. I guess, no. I was gonna say, it looks like maybe they coat these after they thread them, not before. I can't quite tell. It's probably, it didn't really feel like there was a lot in there, but it definitely was a little boogered up. Oh no, the tap and die. Yeah, the oh shit tools. First time tuning in for this. Welcome. This is not the typical Sunday stream. This week we're assembling a laser. Last week we assembled a 3D printer. And actually next week we're going to be assembling another 3D printer. I already know I've got another new machine coming in this week. So next week we'll be assembling another 3D printer. And then the week after that, we'll be in North Carolina working on my dad's 1965 GMC, so we'll probably be streaming from his garage. So, yeah, okay, actually the next handful of streams are probably going to be pretty eventful. Anything resin? I actually do have a new resin machine coming in. Kingroon is supposedly sending me one of their KP6 resin printers, so we might have a live of that sometime really soon. I haven't gotten shipping notice on that, I don't think, but I might have, I don't remember. But no, the next printer that's coming in is a FDM printer. I'll talk about that next week. All right, I'll put this tap and die set out of the way now that that's together. I didn't do it. Okay, back we go to assembly. Harjo! I'm excited to see the laser setup. My brother and I are thinking about going in-house on one. Yeah, I've been looking for a decent laser setup for a while. My biggest hope for this thing is that it will etch aluminum, anodized aluminum worth a damn. If it does, I'm going to be happy, because I've been wanting to make badges for my projects for forever, and I am trying to tighten this one blind and can't see it right now. What the heck? There we go. All right. Tighten. Yeah, I'm hoping this will do aluminum etching worth a damn. And if it does, I'm going to be so pumped. I told them that's what I wanted to do with it. They asked what I was going to do with it when they were asking to send it, and that was one of the things on my list. So it better hold up, or else I'm going to be irritated. Has your dad scratched anything? Almost certainly. He has hinted at the fact that he has scratched things. What printer do you recommend for a 13-year-old that's interested in printing for fun? Honestly, I always go to recommend the Ender 3 series. They're just my go-to recommendation still, even if it's just like a youngin or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. They're my go-to recommendation. I like the machines. I think they're not the easiest machines by any stretch of the imagination, but they just have a lot of good features, and there's a lot of information available for them online that you can learn from. So, okay, back to the instructions. Let's continue here. I can install one long one in the middle. Oh, it's a belt adjuster, I guess. Need to fix my Ender 3 at some point. Yeah, well, that happens, unfortunately, but I gotta fix... Actually, of all the printers I have here right now, in this shot, in the studio right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 FDM printers in here right now, 2 more in the house, and only 2 of them, no, only 1 of them is fully functional. 1. Okay. Back to these instructions. Drag the middle plate close to the rear plate. I'm confused. They're kind of jumping around in these instructions a little bit. Oh, I gotta flip it over so I can put the timing shaft in it. That's what it is. Got it. And now this has got to go this way. Kind of sits on that. I don't love that. All right, this goes this way. And now there's a bearing back here that I've got to sit this into directly. Oh, I got to get the belt on it. Belt on, then into that bearing you go. really doesn't want to insert into that bearing. I gotta loosen up that tensioner, I think. Yeah, that's the problem. Loosen the tension. That's better. And now there's a D-shaft coupler thing here that just grabs onto the NEMA 17 motor. Let me try and give you camera angle a better view here, folks. Oh. All right. Okay. So far, I've only needed one hex key. I like that. I like that they thought out that much. All right, got that on there. Cool. Tighten this. Bam. That is that there. Now, wiring time. I got this little wiring set up here. Oh, the wires are color-coded. So I got a red and I got a yellow. And there's a red and a yellow connector on the board. Well thought out on that. Love to see it. Love to see when somebody actually thinks about such a thing. Okay, the yellow connector is for this, the X-axis motor. Opinion on electric cars. I am very intrigued by electric cars. If I had the means to charge at my house, I would almost certainly get one. But I do not currently have that means. Unfortunately, I park on the street. So that is probably the biggest hurdle that a lot of people don't understand and need to think about, is that a lot of people don't have garage parking or whatever that they can work with. All right, now I got a cable tie. There are holes in the bottom of this thing, but I cable tie this wire too, so it's out of the way. Again, well thought out. I'm liking that. I hate the fact that I had to retap one hole, but otherwise we're doing pretty good here, MakeBlock. Otherwise we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I would love to do an electric conversion car, like one of the classic cars that I build. I'd love to do an electric one. There were a bunch of them at SEMA. I'm going to be doing on the Hot Rod Hippie YouTube channel. I'll be doing a electric EVs, electric vehicles of SEMA 2021 video real soon. I just got to get around to filming the talking head portion of it. Yeah, so I'm really interested in it. I'd love to build one for a customer, but I haven't had anybody particularly interested in that yet, so. All right, that wire is on there. I'm imagining now it's the red wire. Yep, red wire time. Now, the red wire has the nylon braided sleeving over it because it goes to the X-axis carriage that, or well, the Y-axis carriage that slides around. There's a white and a red connector, and there's a white and red connector on the, oh no, wait, the white connector plugs into this tan connector under here. See if I can get you folks a better angle. Bloop. One connector. Yeah, the one's white, but it should be tan. But it's also pretty obvious where it plugs in because it only fits in the one connector. So, okay. Okay. I might have needed to slip that wire behind the I can't tell. Insert the cable into the, it looks like it's supposed to go behind the Wi-Fi antenna here, but they don't say anything about that. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put it in, I don't know. I'm not gonna. It doesn't say anything about it, so I'm not gonna. use cable ties to affix it up here. Okay? There's 2 cable tie points here where we're going to affix this thing. Oh, you just made your 8-month-old a rattle that looks like a sword. I was trying to figure out what the heck you were saying there. That makes more sense. Neat. Alright, so now this wire comes up along the frame. Alright, time to zoom out. Bloop, bloop. Alright, wire goes along the frame to this motor. Got a connector for this motor here. And then it goes over there to the laser module. Woo! Good thing there's nothing hooked up right now. All right, now it comes over top to the laser module, which is not yet on there. All right, laser module time. Looks like I do that before I set the, here's the laser module. Ah, come on out of the package. There we go. Laser module all nicely packed up here. A little resealable anti-static bag. Gonna hold on to that. All right. It's got a little 60mm fan on the top of this thing. Laser cover, you know, eyesight cover on the side of here. Interesting. It looks like it's a toolless design for installation into here, maybe? Oh, that's a remover? I can't quite tell. It's got this lever on the side of it that I don't know what it does. All right, I have to connect the power connector first, though. The wire on the side of this module. It's a little difficult to do. There we go. Plugged on. And now we fit the laser head. Loosen up this screw over here. I guess you use that. I guess the dovetail design of this is meant to be for adjusting. Height adjustment? I don't understand. Well, we'll cross that bridge in a little bit. I feel like this whole thing is leaning a little bit, and it looks like it is at this end. So I'm going to loosen that screw up real quick. If I know where the hex wrench is. Here's the hex wrench. Loosen this up. That one, and give this a tilt. I feel like it needs to tilt. Moving the whole bench on myself. Come on. There we go. Doesn't look a whole lot better, but it's still there. Let me just double check the tightness on these. I'll go around and tighten everything else later. Let me feel how tight this belt is. I don't feel like the belt. Oh, the belt's not in the. Oh, that's great. The belt's not captured in the attachment here. So I need to do that? All right, I'm gonna drag this all the way to the side so I can like loom this wire. It's supposed to be zip tied to here. I want to do that so it's not under stress. Gonna lightly zip tie it for the moment. Figure out where it's supposed to be, and we'll go from there. There's a third hole. Where is it supposed to be zip tied to? It says to zip tie it, but it doesn't say exactly where, how, why. Yeah, there's a third hole. It should be to the third hole as well. Okay. To here. I don't love the cable management on this, I don't think. Feel like it could be a little better, but I'm not 100% how without it coming pre-assembled at the very least. And it's also like it wants to get in the way of where it's going to be working. That's a little odd. Little odd. All right. Cool. Yeah, I don't love that. This cable wants to be in the work area. Maybe I was supposed to go outside of the frame? No, it shows it inside the frame on here. I don't know. I might have to end up making something there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Cross that bridge when we get there. Now I got kind of a pigtail in this thing, but honestly, that might actually work out in my favor. Alright, I'm going to have to flip this up on its side so that I can affix the belt underneath. I don't know if it's supposed to be already, and yeah, it looks like it should already be affixed, and mine came loose. Woo! Smack! The belt guide just slips into here, I assume. And it slipped out. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Alright. Check my belt tension. I'll adjust that in a second. Extra cable tie. Belt tension feels pretty good, actually. I think I might tighten that down where it is. A little tug. Little tug, and then I'll tighten it down. Recommendation for a small printer. Ender 3 is still my go-to recommendation as small machines. I have the Kingroon KP3S, but I have not made a decision about whether or not I will recommend it. Yeah, I haven't decided yet. At the moment, I'm leaning toward print quality on it's not amazing. It's got a lot of things going for it, but I'm not in love with the machine yet. Right. The add-on plug. I wonder where the add-on plug for the roller plugs in. Oh, there's one more connector on the main board where that plugs in. Okay. Let's look at the instructions, see where we're headed next. Connect D1 power supply, connect the SD card. All right, connect to your PC. All right, let's keep moving. Back the camera up so you all can get a better view. Bloop. I swear there's extra screws. Hope I didn't miss something. I'm gonna check all these corners, make sure everything's tight real quick. Bloop. Bloop. Tighten, tighten, tighten everything. Oh yeah, this belt needs attention. Attention. No, it needs to be tensioned. I'm gonna move it all the way one way or the other, and just, yeah, it looks like this side, the belt is like a tooth off or something. Or maybe it's because I just tensioned this side. tighten the tension on the other side and we'll check again. Yeah, Ender 3 is my go-to recommendation. It has not changed. I've tried a bunch of printers and my go-to recommendation is still the Ender 3. I know it's not the best printer on the market by any means, but just it has so much going for it in support and troubleshooting material and add-on parts and extra parts and all of that. Like, I really can't recommend anything else. I feel like this is a little out of square, but we shall find out. SD card here in a little holder. It says to put this in. Board's right here, SD card there, plugged in. All right, hook up power supply. Here's power brick. I might have to move this thing so I can fit it onto, hook it up to my computer. So let's move this around. Power plug hole. Why keep moving my table? I need to lock my legs before a stream. Power cord. Get the power brick plugged in. And we can go from there. Wonder what size power brick it is. I didn't even look. What wattage is the power brick? This power brick is rated at 65 watts. So, all right, that's plugged in. Now, next step. Connect power switch on. Doesn't seem like anything happened. Wonder if I broke the power switch when I frickin' messed with it. That's not good. No power so far. Just realized I didn't cut off these couple of zip ties here. Bloop, bloop. Get those out of my way. Let's check power. Is it plugged in? It is plugged in. I'm gonna try a different port, a different hole on the power strip. Everything else is on the power strip. Power supply bad. Up. There it was. The IEC connector on the power brick was not plugged in far enough. So, all right, that fan is awful noisy. Yeah, it was plugged in not well enough. So, good call. I was wrong. I know how to plug things in, I swear. Usually the common issue, yeah. Have you tried turning it off and on again? All right, USB cable. Plug this in. USB cable to the laptop. Bloop. Go download software for the X1. Downloading their software. If I can find it. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Downloading software. Have a king rune in my basement ready to rock. Looking forward to see what you do with yours. Awesome. I've reached out to King Rune. They're looking to send me CAD files so I can start designing upgrades for the King Rune KP3S. It's on my list of things to do. That camera is leaning pretty hard, I just realized. That tripod needs to be tightened up so bad. I'm gonna move the tripod. That was concerningly messy. Yeah, King Rune, I have reached out to them. They're looking to send me files so I can start designing upgrades for the KP3S very soon. Alright. Downloaded their software. I'm going to install it now. Get the software installed. We'll start figuring out laser beams. Laser box basic. Sure, whatever that is. Laser box basic app. Default material parameters. They just updated it in September. Alright, let's launch the software. Allow access. I'm going to share my screen with you folks, I think. Okay, laser box, set up device, searching for Wi-Fi networks. You good with kerf and all that on plasma table? Nope, I've never had a plasma table, so I have never really set that up for myself. Connecting it to Wi-Fi, so I don't need to use the cable. Connected. All right. Yeah, I would like to lighten up the hot end on the KP3S. There's various things I want to do to that machine. I want a different part cooling duct on it. I think it could be improved. And I've got a handful of things I told them that I want to design for it, and like I said, they're looking to add or to get me some stuff so that I can figure that out. The rest of his instructions are about using the app on your phone. I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to get this thing running. Engrave for your first time. Import the pattern in and engrave and start pattern size and laser parameter. Alright, I'm going to grab some of these test materials they provided, and let's see about engraving something. Where'd all the test materials just go? Ah, here they are. Little piece of wood. All right, I'm gonna, now I can show you back to the app here. Ah, son of a bitch. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't put the input device properly on that angle. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's put this on here. I'm just going to engrave on this thing, I think. We're going to see how this goes. Okay. All right, I got the laser ruler thing on there. And it wasn't just you, that was my fault. It's because I didn't add the input device, my microphone, to that other scene here on OBS. Sorry about that, that is my fault. Okay. How is it going? It's going. I have a couple 50 amp circuits for my, honestly, the fact that welders weld better on 220 volts is more about the welder than it is about a printer, or about the power being supplied to it. It's just that 220 volt welders just are generally better quality construction. So that's nothing to do with that. Okay, I'm going to double check the software here. Let's do the framing run again. All right. What are you working on? This is the D1 Laser, or yeah, the XTool D1 Laser we just set up. I'm going to set up this camera a little bit better angle. I'm going to move that camera so you folks can get a better angle, and I think we're going to run it. Tripod fell over for my phone, too heavy. All right. All right, I think we're ready to run this thing. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna cancel real quick. I want to basswood. I'm gonna up the power. I'm gonna override this thing a little bit. Go to 75 watts, probably too hot, too much. And start it. I'm gonna grab the safety glasses too. Probably do that. And then I'm gonna start this thing. Yeah, one of the arms just fell off the safety glasses. That's cool. Comes with these laser safety glasses since it doesn't have an enclosure. Is the Prusa Mini worth it? I don't know many people particularly impressed. Did you just get the XTool? Yes, I'm just setting it up. It just came in a couple days ago. All right, upload finished. Press the start button on the device. I'm assuming this is the start button. Seems to be. Okay, I can tell you already this laser is so much more powerful than the last laser I had. So much more powerful. That is so impressive already. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to build a chamber for this and a whole filtration system. I am in love, or well, I don't know if I'm in love, but I'm already impressed. I wonder if I could fill. Oh, that's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna regret this. Might need some safety glasses over the camera, possible. Would you set off detectors? Absolutely. It is smoky in here right now. Let's see if it... I didn't move anything. Let's see if it picks up where it left off. Oh, this is going to take a long time. "18 minutes it says it's going to take to do this. Let me take a look at the stream, see that you folks are seeing it right. Yeah. I don't know what all the noise on my microphone is. I don't like that. Oh, it's the fan. You folks are hearing the fan noise. Duh. Oh, I'm pushing the power a bit much. It's almost starting on fire, I think. Yep, it's lightly creating a fire. I'm actually not, I'm engraving more than I am. Okay, I'm gonna stop this before I catch this thing on fire. Wonder if I push this button again, will it cancel? Yes, it does. Wow, it dug in there. Let me maybe open the door. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to grab the camera and show you because that is working so much better than I thought it would. Yeah, that really like dug in there. That's like 3 millimeters deep, I want to say. 2-3 millimeters deep. Whew! I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna be using this thing in this space. Set up. I'm probably gonna have to set up a fume extraction system, but we will figure that out. All right. I don't know how we're gonna. The hard part next, let me show you folks on the TikTok stream here. flip the camera. Like, that really dug in there pretty good. There's the outline of the star we just did. It did that in like 20 seconds. Can you engrave metal? They claim it can, and that's the next thing we're going to try. That's the next thing we're going to try is engraving metal, because that is the primary reason I have for having this thing. They claim it can. They sent a little dog tag over here. The hard part is going to be, this thing doesn't have a camera for alignment, so I don't really know how to orient this properly. I got the KP3S with the intent to improve it to the Prusa Mini level or better if possible. Honestly, the Prusa Mini, a lot of people aren't impressed with, so you're probably not going to have a hard time with that. But that's a solid plan. If you're expecting to put some effort into it and make it into an amazing machine, I think you might not be disappointed. Bloop. All right. Now I got to figure out. I'm going to home this thing. It's got a home setting in the aluminum or stainless steel. This is aluminum, I believe. Actually, this might be stainless. Yeah, it's stainless. This is stainless. I want to do anodized aluminum is my goal, and I believe they sent an anodized aluminum business card. So, yeah. Grave a tattoo on your arm. No, thank you. Love the picture-in-picture feature on TikTok. Yeah. All right, I'm going to pull up the software again. I'm going to home the machine. I don't like that I have to like go in. That's weird. The wiring, I wonder if this unit should be the other way around? No, because the wiring comes up from that side. I'm a little confused by it. It's got to be this orientation, but it's almost like the wiring just pulled and stopped it, and that it homed off of the wiring. That's strange. I'm going to have to look into this a little more. Can you transform it into a laser gun? No, I don't think you can. Can you home it for the outline? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So it doesn't have sensorless homing, it's just stupid, and will skip the motor a whole bunch when it tries to find home. That's dumb. Okay. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to try and figure out how to put what I want onto text. I'm going to insert text. Mandic, really? All right. Start framing. Okay. Oh, why did it fall? This fell. That's weird. It must have fallen when it hit. Okay, I'm going to set this onto here. Tighten it down. And now I'm going to hit the framing button again. You have a preview where it shows you where it's going to go. You know what? I'm going to try the dog tag. We're going to get brave. Does it have motor skipping? Not really. It doesn't have any sensorless homing or anything. It kind of just skips the motor until it stops. It has no homing functionality. I don't like that. One simple request. Sharks with frickin' laser beams on their heads. Yeah. Okay. Setting this little tiny dog tag in place is annoying. I need to make the text smaller. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, this is definitely a functionality I don't love about this thing. Too wide, too wide. Cancel. Select. Okay, now I'm going to try moving it a little. What are you looking to engrave or make? I'm looking to make, what I want to do is make plates, name plates for cars, like ID plates and stuff for custom projects. I'm gonna have to figure out, I feel like what I need to do is make a jig that I could put the metal into, and that way I could repeatedly put it back in the same position. Let's try that again. Alright, I think we're going with that. Now we are engraving this on stainless steel. All right, let's try it. I'm curious if anyone has put a fume extraction system. Most higher quality laser machines come with fume extraction systems, like the what is it called? 3D printing nerd Joel just did a video with Neil Patrick Harris on his laser, and that has a fume extraction system built onto it, or comes with it. So I can and probably will create a fume extraction system. Maybe I should put like an exhaust port in the door, like a car exhaust valve like you would have for a garage, and I can exhaust out the door. That might be a thing here. Alright, let's start sending it to the machine. Cool. Now let's try some metal. And try metal engraving. Safety glasses on. It's going off the edge. The framing did nothing. It did not show me where it's actually going to end up. Great. Oh, and it just slipped. The head just slipped down. I have it tight. It's the mechanism for attaching the head, holding it in place, is just not secure enough. Nope. This whole thing needs to move over. I'm like way off the side of this dog tag. Just hold it with your fingers, you'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, and of course the camera's focused on the frickin' iPhone. I don't want to be looking at the iPhone. We want to look at the frickin' laser beam. Sorry, folks. Adjusting. Alright. I'm going to let that go for a minute, and I will be right back. It's actually already done. So, let's take a look here. Yeah, I could burn an outline on wood. Exactly. I need to learn to do that, but it doesn't have the outline for this on there yet. Okay, well, you know, it's screwed up because I moved it. I'm amazed how not hot it is. But it did, in fact, etch on this stainless steel. Can't really feel it, but it did it. Show stream here. Obviously, I moved it at first because it started way over here when I wanted it more in the middle. So, like, figuring out exactly where it's going to end up, clearly not an easy thing to do. All right, let's show the stream a closer view. Here's what it did on stainless steel. Focus. Manual focus. There it is on stainless steel. Mandic really kind of barely did it, but you can see where it started closer to this edge to begin with. That's just not where I wanted it, and so like it's just kind of where it ended up. But honestly, for like what, less than a minute, that I think is fairly impressive. All right, let's try and figure out doing it on aluminum now. Let's see if we can do it on the aluminum business card. Flip it over, give it another try. Not a bad idea. Let's do that. I'm going to reset the height because it moved. It absolutely slipped down on me when I got started there. The set screw on the side of this thing, all it is a set screw to hold it up. Going to sleep. See you tomorrow, or see you sometime. Thank you for being here. Have a good one. It's got a set screw on the side, and it's just really... I've got it as tight as I can by my fingers, and it's all there is I can do. All right, now I'm going to... There's a setting in here called framing. When I press the framing button, it's supposed to show me where it's going to print, like where it's going to go. But that really doesn't show me realistically where it's cutting. Like, it just doesn't. I think the laser, it's got a laser crosshatch in there. I think that's fucked up. It's like way off to the side of the shield. I think it's pointing wrong. So, I don't know if I want to mess with that on stream right now. I think I'm just going to push this thing this way. Let's check framing again. I'll push it this way. Do you have two cameras going or two iPhones? There is my Panasonic GH5 is what's streaming on YouTube right now, and this is an iPhone 11. All right, we're gonna give this a go again. Let's see what happens when I push the button. Try and see if the crosshair lines up on the wood. The problem is there's a specific height the laser is supposed to be at, so it's not exactly right, and also it's going to do a lot more power on the wood. Yeah. The problem is the shield that's around this thing, I can't get underneath of there to mark where the laser is. I'm very confident that the laser's in the wrong position. I'm just going to go for this, see what happens. Yeah, now it's in the wrong... I'm in another wrong position, I think. I think we're going to let it go. It's not going off the edge of it, so it's not burning my table, so we'll find out. Glowforge, that's it. Thank you, Chris. Multiple extraction points on one system. Oh, you mean like a whole shop system? Yeah, that's a good idea. That would definitely be something to consider in here. Mind if I ask how much this was? This machine. I did show it on TikTok, but I will show again. This machine, as it is right here without the rotary tool, is on pre-order right now for a little over $500. I want to say it's $529. With the rotary tool, I want to say it's $729. Oh, it's done. Like, I swore I put this in the same position that I did the last one, and clearly I was off. But I'm impressed with that. Build volume is 16 inches by 17 inches. I'm impressed by this, but the hard part is getting it positioned how you want it. I just don't know how I'm supposed to do that. So I'm going to figure that out. I'm sure I'll figure a system out for it, but right now I don't know what that system is. Let me look up pricing real quick so I can give you folks an accurate reading. And I think that... No, let's do the aluminum. Let's do the aluminum. Screw it. I'm going to go a little bigger, and we're going to do Mandic really on the aluminum. Cancel. I'm trying to figure out. Ah. Can you do a 90-degree mark on the top first and then align that up? Not a bad idea. $500 seems cheap for the versatility. For the power that I'm seeing out of this thing so far, I'm impressed for 500 bucks. Now that is the pre-price. Draw the crosshairs, find the center. The problem is that the crosshairs are not lining up right now. Let me try and show you folks. Let me show you the best I can. Whoop. Switch camera angle. The problem is that the crosshair, see how the crosshair is like in this corner, but the laser's in the middle. So the crosshair is like knocked out of whack. It's not in the right position. So the crosshair is about useless at the moment, unfortunately. Okay. Now I want to engrave this on coated metal. 100% laser power, 70% speed, or 70 millimeters a second speed. Framing. Oh, that's too big. Let's try that again. Framing. Framing. I'm probably going to regret this because it looks like it's like the size of the card. 100% laser power, the concrete floor gets engraved. Yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, we're sending it to the machine now. Glasses on. Let's hit the button. Regret nothing. I hit the start button. Okay, let's try that again. Start. Sending it to the machine. Working. Progress 46%. It's acting like the machine's not there at the moment. Would need a flat piece. Yeah, I was tempted to see. Best direct drive 3D printer. I don't have a really good recommendation for that, but wow. Progress 1%. Cancel. I'm going to restart the machine real quick. Okay. Okay, connected, or turned on anyway. Make sure that I'm connected. Connecting over the USB connection. Framing. Okay. Start. Okay, we're going. We are etching on coated metal. I don't think I reset the height properly. Yeah, see, now the crosshair looks accurate, but it didn't look accurate before. Back to the Future we go, yep. It stinks, I'll tell you that. I just had to restart the machine, yeah. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Currently not impressed with etching on coated metal. From what I can see. Time will tell. Wow, this stream's been going longer than I thought. Almost 2 hours on the stream. Plot twist, you look at the crosshairs and they're just hanging in there. I kind of think they are. I think whatever is creating the crosshair is kind of just floating in there right now. Letting this go, letting it go. Yeah, it is like totally not in the position I wanted it to be. Lovely. On some pieces that wouldn't matter so much, like I don't intend to do business cards. I will probably end up getting a larger sheet, lay out my whole design on that sheet, and then go from there. But, I don't know. We'll find out. I think Doc's outside with the DeLorean. That would save me a lot of trouble. Go back in time and fix a few things, probably. I probably shouldn't be breathing this in right over top of it. What slicer do you use with that? You use their software. It's called LaserBox app. No slicer software. I would imagine you should be able to probably tune Marlin and all that and make this work with a regular slicer. Maybe that's something I'll mess with down the road, so I'm not tied to using their software, and then I might be able to add like homing switches, or there's some thoughts about things I can do there. We'll cross that bridge much later on. What happened to the squirrel I tried to rescue? I don't know. Does it run Marlin? I don't know. You can run Marlin on CNC machines, so it could, but I have no idea what it is running. Ah, okay. At first I was not impressed. It looks kind of meh, right? But I can rub off the coating where it burned, and it actually looks pretty damn good. Let me grab a rag real quick and wipe it down. There's the initial. Let me grab a rag. I'm going to spray a little degreaser on it. Oh yeah. Oh, heck yes. Heck yes. Bam. Now I don't know what this aluminum is coated with, but It just feels like paint. Honestly, I just used degreaser. Purple Power. Purple Power on a rag did a great job. Show the camera here. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with that for this machine. Honestly, the last laser I had, another company sent me a laser a little bit ago. Bloop, bloop. Another laser, Comgrow, sent me a laser a while ago, and I never talked about it because I hate it. Grab it. Comgrow sent me this little laser a while ago, and I just never did anything with it because it's such a... I want to say this is like a 1 watt laser. I think this is a 1 watt laser. This is a 10 watt. So clearly a lot more going on here. I want to try and cut cardboard. I want to try and cut cardboard before we're done with the stream. So let's do it. Let me grab a piece of cardboard to cut. Get this piece of wood out of here. I'm gonna grab a filament box. Oh wait, if I'm cutting cardboard, I want to be on top of that wood. If I'm going to cut cardboard, I want to be on top of this wood so that I don't burn my table. I just put this table together and I haven't finished it yet. I don't want to do it. Have you tried acrylic? No. I wouldn't try acrylic with this machine, I don't think. Catch cardboard on fire? Probably. I almost caught the wood on fire. So let's find out. Let's find out together. Let's find out together. All right, this has a crown to it, this cardboard, so not ideal. But let's try close. I'm gonna go 120. All right. Corrugated fiber board is, it says corrugated fiber board, which I don't think is what it's talking, or what it thinks I'm using. So I'm going to reduce the power a little bit to, it's at 40% now. I'm going to go down to 30% and start framing. Okay, let me check the stream, make sure you folks have a decent view. Yep. If I screw this up, I screw this up. Next live 3D print, I don't know. Any ideas what I should print? Do you have a fire extinguisher at the ready? That is a good call. I can see one. So, thank you. Good call. And let's start. Oh, I'm in engrave. Haha, I'm on the engrave setting. Cancel. That's not what I wanted. I screwed up. Print the new snowman cup. I could do that. That's not a bad idea. Alright. I want cut. Okay, for cut, I can only cut basswood. That's one option. Corrugated fiberboard and leather. I don't know if this is a great idea. Start. Start. Oh wow. No, it's doing a job quick. I'm going to move the camera in a little bit for you folks on stream. 3D print a rotary jog for it. I don't need to. It came with a rotary jog. Bloop. They sent me the rotary jog with it. I just don't want to, I don't have anything to play with the rotary setup right now, so I'm not gonna. It is lightly catching on fire, I think. Lightly. I don't think this is what they intended with the corrugated. Does it have an option to change the tool? No. The biggest option it has is a 10-watt laser that's on here right now. How much was this? This setup without the rotary attachment is on pre-order right now. I want to say for a little over $500. I did not pay for this. XTool, MakeBlock, they reached out to me and they sent it to me free of charge. So, engrave a steak. Well, as this is a vegan household, I don't have a steak to engrave. So, I am definitely going to go pick up some thin fiberboard tomorrow and do some test cutting with this thing. Probably open up the shop door and really let it go. I've got an artist friend who might really be interested in cutting some things, so we will see. I will definitely be doing more content about this machine yet this week. Don't engrave bread, it goes stale. My goal in life is to have a company send me something. Honestly, when I first became a content creator, that was my goal. My entire goal as a content creator was to have companies send me things, and that was all I ever really wanted. And now it's my full-time job. So, bloop. All right, let's take a look at the logo, or the Mandic Really I just cut out of this. Cut that out of cardboard. I mean, 2 minutes worth of cutting? 3 minutes worth of cutting, not even. It also etched into the wood underneath of it, so I definitely need some type of like sacrificial board underneath of it when I'm cutting with it. I'm gonna have to figure out where this thing's gonna live. At the moment, I really don't know. Yeah, I didn't have any intention of getting this thing, so. Link to the site, it is XTool. I'll pull up their website real quick. So, let me pull it up and I will show it to you folks. Alright, so the XTool. Alright, stream, yes, you should hear me now. Cool. Sorry, I had to make a quick update there. Alright, here's what we're looking at. This is the XTool D1. I'm going to open this up real quick. Switch the camera around. Bloop. Here it is. So, with the 5-watt laser, the one I'm showing you is the 10-watt laser. With the 10-watt laser, $649 is what they're saying here. $799 normally. However, I know, one second, I know I saw a cheaper price than that from them. Let me just kind of look around a little bit. Facebook. I know I saw a link to XTool because it's on pre-order right now. Is this the same company as the X-Carve? No, I don't believe it is. This is a Chinese company called MakeBlock is the company. I think XTool is just the name they've given it. They also have an enclosed version. I was hoping they were going to send me the enclosed version, but they did not. The enclosed version has a blade cutter option too. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Let me look on Instagram. I know there was better pricing. Similar to a Glowforge, similar concept, but it's an open frame. It's not a closed system. like the Glowforge has a lot going for it. This doesn't. This doesn't have a camera to like orient it, and that's absolutely the biggest problem I'm currently having, is figuring out orientation of it, which stinks. Pre-order now. Where do I go to pre-order? Oh, it's a Black Friday sale. That was the thing. Where's your Black Friday sale? Oh, save now, Black Friday sale. Here we go. Got it. So at the top of their website, so here's their storefront. Big Black Friday sale. Boop. Black Friday sale right here at the top. Save now. If I press that, now I got 3 days left. You put a $20 deposit down, and the 10-watt laser, here it is. 10-watt laser, which is what I've shown you here. This whole setup without the rotary tool. So this setup right here, I absolutely would like to have an enclosure around it with the rotary tool, or just not be anywhere near it. It's $569. Well, okay, $589, because $20 deposit plus $569. So it's a little less than $600 for what you're seeing right here. I was a little off without this. This is another $200, I think. With the rotary attachment, it's $739. So, yeah. This is it here. The MakeBlock XTool. I'm so far impressed. Bloop, bloop, camera. All right, I'm going to do a lot more content about this week yet. I want to play with this and really test it out. This has just been an initial live stream, taking a look at it, showing it to you folks. Let me switch camera here. All right, folks. I think that's pretty much gonna do it for this stream. Yep. Move this camera. Where are you from, bro? Love the content. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Live in the city of brotherly love. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna power this thing down now. I'm gonna mess with this more, figure out what's up with the laser, the actual. What printer are you assembling? We just finished assembling the XTool D1 Laser cutter. Actually, that's what we just did. I live 30 minutes from there in Levittown. Awesome. Cool. I'm actually from northern Bucks County originally, but I live in the city now. So, all right, folks. I think that's going to wrap it up for this stream. Thank you so much for everybody being here. It's been almost it's been just over 2 hours, actually. So, we got the X1, or the X, I keep wanting to call it the X1. The 10-watt D1 XTool laser cutter assembled here. It absolutely has some quirks I do not love about it, but it's also a really intriguing tool, and I'm really interested to see what more we can do with it and how I can learn to really apply it to my work. Yeah, so I'm really interested to see where and what we can do in the future with this thing. So look out for more content on this in the very near future, and we will talk about it. All right. TikTok, I'm going to sign out for you. I'm going to say bye to the main YouTube stream, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks for coming around, folks. All right, folks on YouTube, Twitch, thanks for being here. I'm thoroughly interested in this. Like, this is actually, I wasn't sure what to expect. When the folks at MakeBlock reached out and said they wanted to send this thing over, I was really concerned it was just going to be a piece of garbage like the ComGrow one is, and it's not. It's impressive. I think this has real serious potential for my work. I just need to figure out where the heck I'm going to put it for one, a fume extraction system for another. I've got a lot of things to figure out with this thing, a fire extinguisher directly next to it, and all of that. So I'm I'm interested, I'm intrigued, I'm impressed. Look out for more content on this in the near future. We're going to be doing more with this than I thought we were going to be doing, because I wasn't sure what to expect. Now I know, and I'm really intrigued. I'm really interested. So, all right, folks. I am Alan Mandic, Mandic Really, the mad scientist of all trades, and this is my new laser cannon that I have. We're going to fire up the laser cannon. We're going to make a whole lot more stuff with this thing. I am so pumped on this now. Thank you, folks, for being here. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful day. Keep on making. Happy 3D printing. And I will catch you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.